Hey everyone, it's Dave. Yes, it's Dave. I normally should be streaming around this time, but it's the day before expansion day, and I decided to do a little bit of a different video to kind of sign off the first year of Dreamlight Valley and the first expansion pack that's come out for the game. Now, I decided to do this little video. So as of recording it, we're about 8 hours away before I start my 12-hour stream, and only a few hours before the patch comes out. And I'm making this excuse to not stream because I actually ate a lot of McDonald's as well. I really don't feel like streaming right now when I'm about to do a 12-hour stream in about eight hours time. But what I figured I'd do is when the expansion pack comes out, it's going to change a lot of the valley. And I kind of want a video to record what it currently looks like because it's all going to change. So with the new expansion pack, there's going to be a new valley, a new area, and the ability to essentially move the characters all over the show. So the current incarnation of the valley is going to be the last time it's going to look the way it does. So I figured we'll go for a little tour around all my sections and kind of explain the crazy and I mean all the stuff I've talked about on stream many times, but I've never documented it. So first off, if we look at the map, we're going to kind of explain what all the sections kind of fall into. So Peaceful Meadow, I kind of see it as kind of my Toontown. I've always had an ambition of having like a Toontown with all the classic Mickey characters. And that's where I've kind of made the Peaceful Meadow. So if you look around here, you'll notice here's the little central square where I've got Mickey, Donald, and Satan. And a little kind of, it's all themed. I try and only use the items that are actually connected with Mickey and friends, so I try not to use anything outside of that. And for those that aren't kind of clued up of how I kind of structure things, I kind of build little residents for everyone. So we'll go over a little overview. So this is the little, you could say, central square of the actual biome, so where everything kind of connects to. And we've got Goofy's little home over here. There's not a lot of Goofy items, so I try and also just use items that are connected to the character in their little residence, and I didn't really have a lot. So this is all I could got for Goofy. It doesn't have any kind of Goofy-esque items, and it looks pretty sad, really. But we'll zoom out a little bit, and we'll go over here to Mickey and Minnie's little section here. So this is, we've got a few more unique items that we can actually use. So we've got some unique seating over here. The painting over here, if you notice, is actually a little bit bugged out. It's a little bugged out, but that's Minnie for you. She's a bit weird. But all of them are very Mickey-esque items, and this is kind of how it looks. Not a, well, don't know what's, where are we? Yep. Not a lot. But I guess I could have dicked it out. I try to keep it a little minimalistic because I kind of wanted to add things as I go. But I really didn't really get a lot of big ticket items that I wanted to add there. But yeah, that's Mickey and Minnie's house. We've got this little dragon thing. What was it? Filament. Something. I'll put it on screen. Filament. Figment. That's his name. Figment. Because that does tie into Mickey Friends. I kind of put it into that category there. And yeah, and if we go over that, and this is over here is my little Duckburg section. So as I wanted the Toontown, I kind of wanted a little Duckburg section. So this is Duckburg, and again, not a lot of items to work with here. That are very specific. I've tried to keep it as unique as I can. So I've got little Scrooge's little plant there, just Scrooge's there. It's very minimalistic because there's nothing really Scrooge-esque that I could put outside. You would have thought that he had like a gold statue or something. You could have put it out there, but oh well. Here is Donald section. Now Donald has a little bit more to it. He did get this item from Stitch's quest. You got this little poster here, and if you switch over to here, we've got these ones here. So at least that was unique to Donald. But outside of that, didn't really have too much. I'm hoping with Daisy coming in with the expansion pack, we'll have a bit more. And obviously, I'll be able to add Daisy to this section. She probably might live with Donald, but I think it'll be similar to maybe Mickey and Minnie. She has her own little house, but she will be a nice little addition to add into Duckburg, you can say. But again, didn't really have anything. I could have added more stuff, right? I could have just chucked in a lot of more generic stuff, but it didn't feel right. So that's kind of how it all really landed in the end. And plus, if it's too crowded, it's quite hard to pick up items and so forth. But yeah, that's another shot of a little square. Every biome has a little kind of section where I can cook and where I can actually construct. And there's my plants all stacked up there in their colourful yellow chests. All nice and tiny there. And if we go over it, if we look at the rabbits, unfortunately, ever since they did this update, normally when you go into edit mode, I think a couple of updates ago, you could still see the rabbits. But now, when you go into edit mode, you can't. So we're going to jump out of there. And we're just going to run. Get rid of the tool. Run over and see the rabbits here. So this is my little rabbit section. As you can see, and you'll see this with all the biomes. You'll have a little crop here. All three crops you can get in the biomes. You got all the unique rabbits running around. I think we've got the Easter rabbit. I think that's the Easter rabbit there. They're still a little bit buggy. If you notice, they kind of start slowing down. I think the game kind of like realizes, nah, can't do too much. But you can kind of reset them by just petting them. They kind of go back to their normal AI kind of pathing. Not AI, well, just their normal pathing that they have. But yeah, this is a little section. I like it. It's very, very simple. And I can't wait to add more bunnies. No, I do wish they'd do a little bit more with the pets. Probably add, maybe they do more things. Maybe play with each other. Run around a little bit more. I don't know. Just something to make it seem a little bit more interesting watching. But I don't know, that's just me. And yeah, that is my Toontown kind of section. What we'll do then, which one should we go next? We'll go up here. We'll go up to my plaza. So if we go to my plaza, this is basically my storage area. So it kind of looks like this on the ground, but we'll go up high. If I remember the button. You think I've been playing this for a year? I don't remember, but I don't. Alright, so this is my plaza section over here. So over here we've got the squirrels. I've got this random little house because I kind of felt like that was the only house that kind of fit in. It's the mushroom house there. But this is where I store all my items. So I've got a chest for every item. Not completely full, but they were coming along. The ones with signs are the ones that are full. I kind of had been topping them up as we went. And it's all topped up there. Not topped up, what am I saying? It's a long day. But yeah, these are all my chests of all my items. Over here I've got all my gems as well, all lined up nicely. It'd be interesting to see with the expansion pack whether we're going to be able to, where I'll be able to kind of transport all the items I can gather from that side over to here and keep expanding this little storage section, or do I have to keep the items kind of separate? I like to think you can merge them all together. It makes logical sense, but games are weird nowadays. They come with really different rules sometimes. But here's my orchard as well. That's another question we have, is whether the trees can be moved as well. I feel like they really should, because I really want to make them an amazing orchard. And I've got a bit of dead space, if you notice over here, that I just kind of want to get rid of. And if I can expand maybe more trees in the orchard, more items that I can put in there, really fill out this area, that would be cool. If I have to keep it separate, that's going to irk me a little bit, because it's just going backwards and forwards. That'd be a bit annoying, but hey. Anyway, so yeah, that's my little plaza section, my little storage area. Everyone seems to have their own way of doing it. Sometimes it was indoors, sometimes it's outdoors. I find the outdoor section, it just looks better. I don't know why. It just fits. It just fits. So if we go over here, though, music's really intense right now. This is my little squirrel section. Again, they kind of slow down and kind of bug out a little bit, so I just pet them to get them booted up again. All right, there you go. I thought about expanding this, making this kind of like spread out a little bit. Now there's my little candy squirrel, but it kind of didn't have a reason to in the end. I kind of felt like that was all I really wanted, and I got all my squirrels here. Because again, they don't do too many interesting things. They don't play on the house. They kind of just go around there. And I like them the way they are. More simplistic there. Alright, well that's my plaza. Alright, so what we're going to do now is quickly go for a question. Ooh. And the music kind of stopped because I'm not very good at doing this. So I'm going to go a question because I don't get a lot of comments on my YouTube. I literally, out of all my videos that I put out there, I only got like one over the course of the month. So I'm going to read this one from Ramona. Someone that actually does follow the channel and does pop into the stream. So hi, Ramona. Ramona said, I'm enjoying your content. At least one person does. We have little over a month. See, this comment was a month ago. So I decided to wait 8 hours before the drop. Well, not even that. It's like 5 hours before the drop. But I just got to stream in 8 hours to actually answer it. But sorry about this, Ramona. A little over a month to prepare for the paid expansion. How many coins do you recommend? I'm thinking I should have at least 3 million in reserve. We paid 500,000 alone for Beast Flower Cart. I'm concerned about the coins that would be needed for the upgrades, so many things in the expansion. So for those that don't know, I keep around about 10 million on me, right? So I've got about 10 million out there. I think we're going to have to upgrade Scrooge's shop from the ground again. So I would say keep a couple of million on you to be 100% safe. But I would say, logically, 2-3 million you should be safe. You should be safe with that. If you really want, if you're a crazy person like me, 5 billion, you probably can on a lock. But because we don't know what else we're going to get. I think that's the mystery of it. There's also, there's a lot of elements that we don't know that are coming along. And so, chances are you're going to need 5 million. But I think you're safe with 3 million. I think you're safe with 3 million, but 5 million, just go for 5 million. I mean, it's literally a little bit too late by the time you see this, but, you know. At least I gave the advice before. Alright, so, anyway. So, we'll go back to the map. So, as I said before, we've got the Peaceful Meadow is my Toontown. We've got the Plaza as my storage area. Now, here, in the Sunlit Plateau, this is my 3D Disney area. So, all the 3D Disney characters, not Pixar, 3D Disney characters, were set up here. So, we'll go in the overview again. And so we've got my little reserve here. That's with all my sunbirds. You can't see them again because it goes into edit mode. Over here, we've got Vanellope, so the Wreck-It Ralph section. Over here, I've never been happy with this section. I feel it's too cluttered, too shoved together. I'm hoping with the new aisle that I can start spreading things out again and making them a bit more comforting, you could say, because I really feel like I kind of shoved this in the corner over here. I've got Encanto's section here, Mirabelle. House is really big. I think that's one of the problems with this. Just the house is massive, even though when you go inside, the room's like very, very tiny. But we've got Mirabelle's little gear. Not a lot of where is it? There we go. There's not a lot of Encanto. Is it Encanto or Enchanted? There's no H. Enchanto. Not a lot of their stuff that I managed to gather over the time. A few little things. I feel like there should be more unique items to actually get and place around, but very minimalistic. But I don't know. I like it. And over here is one of my favorite sections is Moana. So we've got Moana over here, and we've got Maui's little section over here. Got little statues kind of entering the zone. We'll walk through it. We'll walk through it, Dave. Because it looks a lot better when you walk through it. So over here, you got the row of these palm trees. It took me so long to get them, but I really like the palm trees. Oh, there's my evil self, or not evil self, whatever, the purple self. We've got Maui's little statues here. Yeah, it comes through. Oh, and all these glow. I really like the nighttime. I think that's the best time to view this section, is just in the nighttime. And I really like it. We've got Pua over here. Where are you, Pua? There is Pua. I would love the range to be a bit bigger. If you're able to kind of like set the range of like say, go here, and maybe even be able to draw it, say your range is here. So just get the pets kind of moving around more, other than just being this little 360 little circle here. But hey, that's just me. But yeah, we've got a little pool there. We've got this section, and I think I'm really proud of it. It's one of my favorite sections. It seems a little bit out of place being the Sunlit Plateau, but hey, I like it. And at the end of the day, that's the whole point of this whole thing. I better get rid of this. Kind of let the place go a little bit crazy, because I left it for one day. That's kind of how it is. But that's all my 3D Disney spots. We obviously going to be able to add Rapunzel in with the new expansion. So that will have a little Rapunzel section. Unfortunately, we won't be able to move Mother Gothel's house still, so we'll figure that out. We'll figure out that later. Alright. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into Halloween Town. Oh, nope. Halloween. God damn it. Halloween Town. So Halloween Town, I've kind of... obviously, this has got to be where Jack Skellington's going to be dumped. We've already got Jack Skellington set up. I don't really have a claymation section. So again, if we go to... Oh, we'll go to the map. So the Forgotten Lands, this is my Halloween section over here. I don't really have a claymation kind of section, don't really need one, so it just feels right to drop in Jack Skellington here. But this is where all my candy is from the Halloween event. Got a little organ there. Well, actually, we'll do the overview, because the overview is a little bit easier to kind of see everything. So this is how it all looks. I'm not very good with design. It's not really my forte. But over time, it just seems to come right. And seems to look really good. Oh, one thing I forgot to show over here though, is this section. But we'll double back. We'll double back on that eventually. So yeah, this is my Halloween section. We've got the little haunted house there, but the little Halloween. Oh, it's a Christmas Halloween. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas house. But yeah, this is how it looks like. I really like it. Added a few things here and there for this Halloween. Not as much as I would want to get it, but Jack Skellington, his placement is going to be very interesting. It's definitely going to change a little bit the look of this joint, and it's a question of what's going to happen with this thing over the quest lines. Is that going to be a permanent fixture, or we're going to be able to move it? I'm going to be very, very interested in what happens. But yeah, that's how that looks. I like it. And yeah, little Halloween section with scary music. That's the way. And there's my ravens. This is where all my ravens and the infamous pumpkin patch is. So I've got plenty of money, and this is my little money maker over here. But I've got my little ravens flying around, my fire raven, and all the different ravens. But again, if you notice, after a while they kind of start bugging out and not actually doing anything, and then you kind of pet them, and they kind of come back to life. There, they're starting to do things again. It's a bit annoying when that happens, but sometimes I also can't work out whether it's just my PC acting up and it just can't handle everything. But game development is hard, as they say, right? So one little area that I forgot to show is over here. So these are all my fishes in the Sunlit Plateau. I've tried to keep the theme together. So little Moana's boat. Because Moana's a 3D Disney, that's why she's in this section, and that's why I've got all these the fishes there, and I've managed to fill a storage chest full of fish as well, and to be honest, I'm very, very proud of that. But yeah, these are all my fishes, all my storage, all my fish, and it's taking me far too long to collect that all. Over here, we have all my sunbirds. Not my favorite section, I have to admit. Sunbirds are kind of meh. They're not that interesting to look at, quite hard to spot at the same time. And to be honest, the idle information, look is just that bad. So let's move on. Let's move on. All right, so the next section we'll go over is Pixar. We'll go to the Pixar section. This is another one of my favorite sections, because I mean I've always been a fan of Pixar. I mean, yeah, ever since Toy Story. I've even still got the Bugs Life from VHS somewhere. But this is my little Easter section, so I've decided to add like a little Easter section this year to the Pixar section. But we'll go on the overview again. So we've got the main hub, you could say, the main section. So we've got the central point where we've got still the crafting tables, got some storage thing from Remy's restaurant, all the goods that you can get, and I've put them outside. I just like them displayed, to be honest. We've got Remy's store, we've got the Monsters Inc. apartment building, so that I just wanted some more to fill out the Pixar area. I've got my storage there, don't look at the colours because I haven't finished them. I've got the up balloon, but if you notice, the whole place is scattered with Pixar things, you could say. I don't know why my mouse did that. Anyway, stop it. There you go. We've got Wally's section over here. Obviously, Eve is going to be added to it shortly. It's a bit kind of all over the place. There's not really much structure to it, but I kind of like it leads into Wally's garden that's here and into the raccoon kind of compound. So I really like that kind of flow through, and I feel like it's a little bit natural there. So that'd be great to add Eve into this little section over here. We've got Remy's house and restaurant. I try to get more villagers to sit down, so I've kind of spread them out a little bit from the table. Fortunately, I didn't really encourage too many of them. They typically like to walk over to the side and just stare into nothingness. Apparently that's more interesting, but whatever. This is my Toy Story section. Again, like I said this when this Toy Story update came out. Don't like the caravan, and I don't like the carousel. It doesn't really feel... I don't know, they never really sat with me. One of the good things they are introducing, and they have been introducing, is skins for new characters and house skins. It would be good to actually have character house skins that we could actually change and modify. I think that would be the next step. And I think it will help with a lot of complaints, because this doesn't feel like Buzz Lightyear's home. And I get this looks like a hat and kind of sits right, but... I don't know. It feels like if it got rid of the carousel and just made it a big hat, I would like it a little bit more. But hey, that's just me. And over here, I've got little sections, just a little display kind of area. So we've got Monsters Inc. We've got Elemental, and little things scattered here and there, like Coco. I think that's the Coco banner, and turning red there as well. Over here, I do have the Frozen section. Mainly because I can't move Elsa's home, so I've kind of forced to put it there. Ideally, I would put that over with the 3D Disney characters, but I'm a little bit handcuffed on it. But I like it. It's like it's a little section that kind of works well. It does work well in the forest kind of area as well. So I don't know. I like it. I say I don't know. I like it a lot, but that's what I do. So with that over. Where we go? We'll go over here to the Christmas section, the most important section in this upcoming month. And yeah, this is my Christmas section. I've got my foxes over here, just chipping away. Actually, I didn't show the raccoons. I'll go show the raccoons in a sec. But I got my foxes over here, just playing around. Again, they're a bit bugged, so let's not see them too much. Got my crops all there. Got my Christmas. It's pretty straightforward. Not a lot of Christmas decorations, so I'm hoping that the new Star Path, the new additions really can help me fill this out and give it a little bit more personality than a copy and pasting of different items. And I've got this home over here that I think really fits with the aesthetic of it all. But I'm really hoping to deck this particular place out. I think it'll be really cool over the next, I don't know, the next year, to see what's going to happen in the next few months. And yeah. And that's that section there. So we're gonna pop down here. We're gonna pop back here and we're gonna look at the raccoons. These are the raccoons here. So they've got a big, large area. Just because I had room in the Pixar area to kind of spread out a little bit. But yeah, again, they kind of go a little bit idle and a bit confused after a while. So I just kind of wake them up. But yeah, and then I can just sit here and watch them frolic around or freeze up. Whatever one comes first. Alright, we'll continue on. We'll go down to the beach. So we'll jump down here. And this is my Dazzle Beach, so I think this one's going to be a little bit easier if we see it a bit a wider shot. So this is where I've kind of put the, I want to say this is the entertainment section. I do want to try and find more things that I can get characters to interact with to make this feel a bit busier. As you can see, it's got the Ferris wheel, it's got the Hollywood Tower over here, it's got the Haunted Mansion, it's got the teacups, it's got the Dumbo ride. It's supposed to feel really exciting and moving. And over here, you were like, oh, it's in edit mode, and that's why you can see it. But when you're really going down here, it's not really as busy or exciting. And I hope that's something they do change. It's just some more interactivity of maybe characters playing more with what you're building. But I like it. It's a nice little section. And I will continue to add to it and expand to it as we go. Over here is my Turtle Island, as I call it. This is where I've got all my little pet turtles, the same way I've got it in every biome. Just chilling out and frolicking around. I like it. And I've got a little home here too, so all of it's nice. I'm probably going to run out of room depending on how many turtles they introduce to the game, but yeah, that's Turtle Island for you, and Skull Rock is right there just waiting to be used for something. And Tinkerbell's not in there. Don't even get me started. We've got added some little decoration too, just to add some more cosmetic kind of lookings of the place. I like it. Lookings? I don't know if that's a word. It's a word, but I don't know if it's the right. And this is where my section where I put all the flowers, and I've got a chest full of clams. Full of clams. But yeah, this is where I got all my storage, and yeah, that's that one. And I got a little parrot. Little parrot. It's the only area that it kind of fit, and hey, it works. It works. It is just the Raven animation though, so that's a little bit disappointing. I kind of wish they'd just land on something, like land on a tree. Just land somewhere. Flying around everywhere, it's just got to be exhausting. All right, and that's that done. So the last section we're going to do is the 2D Disney section. So if we go back to the old handy dandy map. So if we... Ooh, I can't zoom out. The game's a little buggy still, but let's try... Nope, the game's not letting me zoom out. So yeah, as I said, Peaceful Meadow, we've got Toontown. Plaza, we had my storage. Forest of Valor, that was Pixar. Over here, Frosted Heights, that was the Christmas section. Forgotten Lands, that was the Halloween. Plateau, that was the 3D Disney section. And over here is the 2D Disney section. Now, the problem is, I ran out of room. So it kind of bled into the beach, and that's where we got the Little Mermaid section. So we're going to go through the sections here. So this is the Little Mermaid section. We've got Ursula's joined over here, and it kind of flows into the Little Mermaid and Eric's little section over here. And I kind of like to get the residents together. I only try and use items that are within the scope of the actual character. And yeah, just trying to keep it nice. And I got a little Eric statue too. So that's nice. So up here, as you can see, we've got the Lion King section on the left. But what we'll do is we'll do a bit of an overview. Because this is the best way to see it. So, we've got the Lion King section over here. Looks all pretty. This is another one of my favorite sections. Especially the ones that really stick with me are the ones that get really good pieces. Just really good, really cool showpieces that you can use. I do like the barriers here. It kind of adds some a kind of little veil of secrecy. And I think this works really nicely. Again, I wish it was a little bit more lively, with characters interacting with the stuff, but hey, I like it. I like it. The next section over here, we've got Lilo and Stitch, so this is just Stitch's little section here. A lot of the copy and pasting kind of palette colors here, but I really like, again, some of these unique pieces like that, like the little film set little thing he has in the movie. Whatever. I've got a washing machine, we've got a spaceship, and I've got this little stall as well, which is a very lucrative item. Everyone wants that. And I've got little in the entrance. I've got little ice cream stalls there too. So yeah, again, that's why these sections just stand out a little bit more. So those are unique, cool items that you can't actually do want to check out. We'll move over to the Beauty and the Beast section. This one's a little bit cramped for my liking, and I think this is going to be something I change with the new location. And again, it's got a big, good piece here that you want to expand, including this little dinner table here. It's not much to look at because it's a bit cramped, and Mother Gothel's tree that's right there is kind of causing the camera to go a little bit wonky. But yeah, this one's definitely going to be an area that's going to expand. Over here in Sword in the Stone, Merlin's Joint. Merlin doesn't have a lot of unique items. It's pretty much just books. There's books. There are some little unique items here and there. I put that there just to add something different to it. But yeah, he's kind of gone. He's a one-trick pony on this one. Over here, this is Cinderella's section, but obviously we've only got Fairy Godmother at the moment. This one, again, is another section I probably can do more. I think I'm really restricted by room. So a lot of the 2D Disney stuff, probably all the 2D Disney stuff, I'm probably going to move all that over to the new location that we're going to be moving to and make the whole aisle just a 2D Disney Wonderland. So really allow me to kind of try something new with it. But yeah. These are more crocodiles, but obviously we can't see them because we're in edit mode, but this is my little crocodile pen. Over here is my little section where I have like the little hub that I've got in every section. So we've got Beast's little flower stall that will be going. Oh, hopefully you can transfer the stall over to the new location. It's not quite clear. You can transfer characters, and they've said that in the patch notes, but the stalls, not sure. So I'm really hoping you'll be able to do the transfer stall. But the last section we have here is Mother Gothel's sort of Tangled section. Now this is one of those ones just like Frozen that I don't have much of a choice with because I can't move Mother Gothel's house. Ideally that would be 3D Disney and that will go there. So I'm thinking that maybe if I move all of 2D Disney over to Eternity Isle, I can actually move 3D Disney here. So it'll be an interesting challenge and an interesting look to see moving everyone into this biome. But there you go. That is the grand tour of my valley as of the new expansion. So what we'll do is one last piece is we will quickly, there we go. So we'll switch over to the patch notes. So they actually just released this patch notes about what we can expect. So obviously we're going to get the new expansion, and there's not much through here that tells us exactly everything in the expansion, but this is about the patch note. This is about the upcoming patch. I'm going to quickly just go through it. We're going to get the Pumpkin King, Jack Skeleton, but there's a few things here that I want to get excited for. So this is a little teaser of what we can expect. So yeah, along with the Pumpkin King, we'll get that multiplayer mode. So we still don't know a lot of details of how that's going to work, but we can basically hang out, share items, collect pixel shards. Now that's something new. That's a new term that we've seen. Collect new pixel shards to craft powerful cooking and crafting buffs. So it looks like that's a unique thing you can get through multiplayer mode. So that's going to be interesting to explore. There's also a new Royal Winter Star Path. Sounds like it's going to be more Princess Royal, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, hopefully there's some things for both sides of the equation. We'll go through a new optional items in the premium store for a limited time. That's a weird phrasing, but alright, cool. We also got a new Dream Snaps challenge, of course. Keep an eye out for gifts and wrapping paper. So it looks like the event that we had last year for Christmas is coming back. They're not indicating that's anything changed. It's probably going to be very similar. It's probably just to be like Halloween, that there's just the same thing all over again. Looks like in knee-length versions of basic skirts. Cool, if that's what you want. This is the interesting thing that I read this is why I wanted to bring up. Have more control over your valley with the ability to add and remove villagers using the menu. Please note that villagers will always appear in your village if required quests. So this is something that people have been asking for, to banish characters. You can now officially banish characters. So congratulations, everyone, you won. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have every character somewhere on one of my two areas. But definitely, that's something people ask me for, because people are going to banish Donald and or Mother Gothel. Just have them. I don't know. This one's interesting too. Some characters received updates to the animations. Enjoy catching them emote across your valley. I'm hoping there's more interactivity, but I'm thinking maybe just emotes. But yeah, that's a nice little thing. And then again, the Dreamlight Valley, a Rift in Time expansion, and that's a very good place to leave it. And obviously a bunch of bug fixes, including the one I'm stuck on because I've got this bugged, the chocolate fountain one, because I've got that bugged. But yes, that's where we're going to leave it. The Rift in Time expansion pass comes out in only a couple of hours. If you notice, I've got Facebook open. I know I'm horrible. But there we go. And that's the way it goes. So that's where we're going to leave it. So thanks you all for this past year. I've been doing this since November. I've been streaming since November last year. I've said for a very long time I was going to make a tour video, and I feel like this was my last opportunity to give a tour of my valley in the last incarnation. If you're interested, I'll be streaming at 6:30 a.m. New Zealand time for 12 hours. There will be an edited version, a bridge version on this YouTube channel well after it, when I actually get around to editing it. But I will put up the times at the end of this video if you do want to watch. So again, thank you all for this past year. I'm going to keep on doing this. This was only ever going to be an experiment for a year to see how it go. Enough of you have been very positive and encouraging me to keep on going. I'm trying to get better at video editing, doing this thing. It's all a hobby, and that's why I'm not making my Twitch channel affiliate. I want to keep it very a hobby and no incentive whatsoever. So yeah, that's where I'm going to be. I'm not very good at ending these, but hopefully if you made it this far, you enjoyed what you saw, and I guess I'll see you when I see you. And thanks for a great first year. Kia ora.